Welcome to my channel. This is the day where I do a 7-day forecast, and I will draw a couple of tarot cards, one for every day, and then I draw one Lenormand card for every day. And today I will do this with a big card deck, so we have a little bit we have to show how this fits into this tiny space. So we'll see. And we start with a Fool. That's a lovely place to start, where it's a new beginning. And the Nine of Swords follow this day, because maybe that's the moment where we realize we have to let go of something. So that's something ending in the moment where we step into the first day of the Fool, allowing ourselves to do a leap of faith. And the worry that come with it, the Nine of Swords can be worry at one point, right? So the second day is about worrying about this decision, and then Temperance is allowing us to find balance within, and to deal with the emotions that came with it. And then we have the Six of Cups, and it's the water hole where the hippopotamus are sharing the water in this hole. And that's a lovely card, because it's a combination. You know, we have the lotuses that have to grow through mud, but we have all these animals that live with fresh water, and we have all these flowers and birds and animals. They share the water. So it is about the richness, the abundance of the emotions that come with it, right? And then we have the next day, and this can be because of the richness of this fourth day, that we are confronted with old wounds. And these are old wounds that are not fresh wounds, that are wounds that are already done, and they are on this place where they have to heal. And the next day is about this seed that comes with healing. And that's the sixth day that is afterwards. That's like, this week seems like to be an upside down. We get into this place of a leap of faith, and then we get down because we get worried about it, and then we get into balance again, and into this abundance of our own emotions, and then we get confronted with our own emotions that were hurt in one point, with these old wounds and old heartaches. And then we have the next step into the seed of our life, and then we have the Sun. And that's what a beautiful ending of this week, where we step into our own power, and where we step into our own energy again, to know that this up and down, and these ups and downs in our own emotions that are coming in this week are leading into the seed of something really new coming out of it. And maybe re-evaluating all these memories and emotions that come our way, and finding the balance within, because we find in the end, in this card of the Sun, we find the power within. This bear is standing in the middle of all these sunflowers, and it's connecting this power within, and holding this sun in its claws, right? So that's about finding this moment where we realize we got it in us. We are the home of our own energy, and we are the wish fulfillment that we dreamt that we could get from the outside. This is a lot about emotions, the balance, and the dance, I would say, between the heart and the mind, because we have the Nine of Swords that are thoughts about worrying, right? That's not an emotion, that's a thought that creates emotions. And the Three of Swords as well, they create emotions. When we think back and when we dwell in our own pain, then we create emotions. And this Fool is sure that it wants to take the leap of faith, to jump into the next part of its life. And so this is the balance of the emotions and the mind, and to allow ourselves to step into the abundance that we are here to experience. And all these old wounds, all these old thoughts, the worry thoughts or the pain, that the stories that we told ourselves in our life to step back and to not allow ourselves to be in this place of abundance, that's like finding its balance in this week, because the overwhelming cards are the ones who show us that we will step into this part of abundance that we wish for, that we step into the place of energy that we wish for. And that there is just two, on the 2nd and the 5th day, there are just 2 moments where these thoughts come up and we can deal with them. Because they are old thoughts, they are old worries, and we can deal with them because we are able to discern today. We are able to discern what is thought and what is real, what is story, what is not. And so staying in the present moment, to stay in this moment of nature, even the invitation to go into nature when these things happen. Step outside of your reality, step into nature, allow nature to heal you and to nurture you. And now we see a couple of Lenormand cards, and that's there we have the masculine energy, and that's about the moment where we step into this place where we think now it's the time to take a leap of faith, and that's a masculine doing energy, right? And there we have the complication in the worries and coming up, and then to be truthful to ourselves and to be in this moment where we allow ourselves to nurture ourselves, to be loyal to ourselves. And it is divinely destined. It is coming our way, and there is this moment where our old stories come up, but there is this courageous bear that is helping us to discern what is thought, what is story, what is the present moment, and what is long gone. And can we allow this courageous bear to say no to the stories, no to the moments that want to pull us back into this place of hurt. And then we get into the house is something like a place where we can experience our foundation, where we can experience the clarity of being grounded, and that's with this nature invitation to step inside of your own foundation and into grounding yourself with whatever you need to do so, to allow this to happen in divine timing. And that's a card that's not normally in a Lenormand deck, but it is showing us that this is happening now. And whatever you thought about, whatever was on your mind that was worrying you and that was painful in the end, that is changing right now. And I will draw another card for this, because for seeing what is coming next and what is it that we are waiting for. And then we have the divine feminine, and that's a beautiful way to end this reading, or to end this week, because we find into the balance. This is the balance that was invited by Temperance as well. We step into the balance between the divine masculine of doing and the divine feminine of receiving and being. And that is an amazing outcome at the end of the week, to see, oh, this is not all about me doing something. It's about keeping your mind under check, and then to step into the next place and nurture your own courage and your own foundation to keep yourself grounded in the moment, to overcome these moments where you are disrupted, distracted. Yeah, and that's compassion too, right? It's having compassion for yourself, for your journey, to see how far you've come. And that's often missed, because then when we think that these things come up again, and we see the stories that we tell ourselves, then we often say something like, oh, I worked so much on this, why isn't it gone yet? And that's what is misunderstood. Healing is not a destination. Healing is a journey. So we will always come back to a place where we get triggered, where we get invited to step in again into these stories and tell ourselves something about our victimhood or about our pain, and then we can do something else because we learned, we healed, we worked through this, we revisited all of these things, and we saw that there is always this treasure within this shadow and this invitation of our own shadows of worry and of victimization and of storytelling. And so stay in your compassion for yourself, and take this invitation as a sign to on your journey into your wholeness and into your own energy that wants to be seen and expressed in this world. Just see it as it is. It's one step on the path, and this is a beautiful journey. This is a beautiful week, because it is abundance. It feels like abundance, and there are just two tiny moments where the old stuff wants to come up, and it's your choice what to do about it, where to keep your mind in check, where you keep your thoughts in check, and where you stop yourself from telling yourself a story that is about doom and gloom, and that's about things you have to worry about. Stay in your own compassion with yourself. Stay in your center. Go into nature and allow those things to come up and to be another step on your path into your own greatness, where you can combine the divine feminine with the divine masculine, both of them coming into balance and allowing life to give to you, and allowing yourself to step into motion, into action, and at the same time being in a receptive mode as well. Thank you so much for listening to me, and for being here, and for liking and subscribing and all of the good stuff that helps the channel to grow. Thank you, and I wish you a beautiful next 7 days.